Let's begin with an update coming in on the situation currently in Nepal. So many questions about what next. Well, we can confirm for you that there's consensus now among Gen Z, which brought about that massive movement of protest to bring former Judge Sushila Karki as the head of government. This is what reports are suggesting. But how is this being decided? There's actually a poll that's being run. And so there's a 24-hour deadline within which an announcement will be made. So far, 1 hour down into that poll, and Sushila Karki has received the most votes, which is what's led to suggestions that she could be taking over as the interim head. Pranay Upadhyay of India Today Global is joining us with more details on this. Very interesting, Pranay, that you're seeing a former judge right now in the front, being the front runner to be the head of government, the interim head. But it's also very interesting to know exactly how this is happening. It's actually on an online poll.
Not only an online poll, but I think, Akshita, there has been some back channel as well, because Sushila Karki became the face of, the judiciary's response and resistance against KP Sharma Oli government. You will recall that in 2021, when KP Sharma Oli, the then Prime Minister, decided to dissolve the parliament, she was the one who, took on Prime Minister. And also there was a joint statement issued by the 4 judges, including Sushila Karki and 3 of the other former Chief Justices of Nepal, calling it out and saying that this is unconstitutional. And while being in office as Supreme Court Chief Justice of Nepal between 2016 and 2017, she took on corruption, the government corruption, and she gave some landmark decisions, including giving the right to vote to women of Nepal, to the youngsters of Nepal. And I think that became a face. But also I would say that this Gen Z protest might sound like fancy, but the constitutional authorities of Nepal, though the intellectuals of Nepal, has to run the Nepal, and there has to be a mechanism. Country cannot be allowed to run and governed by those who do not have experience. Rather, if the interim arrangement has to be made, then it has to be made through those who have handled, those who have constitutional knowledge. And there is a big message in it, Akshita, if you see that Sushila Karki, who knows constitution well, there is an intent to protect the constitution of Nepal. So
there were a lot of names doing the rounds as front runners, but now we're seeing a fresh name coming to the fore, a former judge, someone who Gen Z clearly is backing at this point. She could be the next chosen interim head. Thanks very much, Pranay, for those details. Let's get you more breaking news coming in. And Andhra Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu has confirmed that there are 200 people from the Telugu states who are stuck in Nepal, perhaps from Andhra Pradesh. He's asked his son, Minister Nara Lokesh, to monitor the escalation real time. Now, the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister has confirmed that there are 200 people from the Telugu states who are stuck, and has confirmed that the government is doing everything they can to respond and help them in every possible way.
బాధ్యత అంటే నేపాల్లో ఆందోళన జరుగుతున్నాయి. అక్కడ ఆందోళన జరిగితే 200 మంది తెలుగు వాళ్ళు అక్కడ చిక్కుకుపోయారు. ఆ సమయంలో ఎవరైతే హెచ్ఆర్ మినిస్టర్ ఉన్నాడో లోకేష్ గారిని రియల్ టైం గవర్నెన్స్ లో ఉండి మానిటర్ చేయమని ఆదేశాలు ఇచ్చాను. ఇది జవాబుదారీతనం అవునా కాదా అని మిమ్మల్ని అడుగుతున్నా.
Let me now get you some of the highlights of the India Today Conclave South, which took place in Coimbatore on Monday and Tuesday, a 2-day conclave and a headliner in the state of Tamil Nadu, covering all the southern states. I'm going to get you now one of the most viral and talked about debates that took place, setting the stage for the Tamil Nadu election. From what we spoke about the issues within the AIADMK, to the Vijay factor, to alliances, and much, much more. Take a look at what all the big political players in the upcoming election had to say in this conversation, in this session on who will win Tamil Nadu. So, vanakkam to all of you. We're used to, of course, seeing this panel when we do our daily debates as well. I'll be, of course, far away in Delhi, so it's nice to be in person and holding this conversation. Let's begin with a quick recap of what the assembly numbers look like previously, 2021, 2016. Naga, you want to run us through that?
We'll just flash a graphic for all of you so that we can get the data of what happened in 2016 and 2021. 2016, AIADMK's vote share was at 41% when former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha was there. And then in 2021, it reduced to 33, and DMK went from 32 to 38, and Congress went from 6 to 4, and then BJP has remained the same, has not seen a growth in 16 and 21. This time around in 26, the scenario is quite different. The alliances are different, and the talking points are different, and this time we have some X factor called the Vijay, TVK party. We still don't know which party's votes is he eating up. But to start with, Mr. Saravanan,
yes,
it's natural to have anti-incumbency.
yes.
This figures will be reversed this time, or you still see some respite and pro-incumbency with you?
Yeah, see, before diving headlong into this 2026, I think we'll have to set certain records straight. The chief economic advisor of Modi ji yesterday was here, and he was giving out so much of propaganda. I just want to point out two things. He said that DMK has stolen the identity of Tamil Nadu. We want to reiterate, we are Tamil Nadu. We are the cultural heritage. We represent the cultural heritage of Tamil Nadu. We reclaimed it in the last 100 years. And probably that is why he said what he said. And that apart, he said, I expect more from the state of Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu should become California. We would have surpassed California if only federalism was followed in its truest form. US, we all know how the states are so independent. We don't want that kind of autonomy. We want the same kind of autonomy that is guaranteed by our constitution. We are better than California. There are no homeless people here in the state of Tamil Nadu. We abolished it by Tamil Nadu Slum Clearance Board, by the visionary scheme of Dr. Kalaignar. And in California, they don't thrust NEET down your throats. They don't ask their children to study 3 languages. Students in California study only 1 language. So we will do better when there is less interference. And this has a direct bearing on the 2026 election.
But how long are you taking this same point, center versus state, language versus language? Is there no new narrative for the DMK?
It's not about no new narrative. It is about what that is thrust upon us. See, 2,500 crores was not given to the state of Tamil Nadu. It is not pocket change. We could do so many things with this 2,500 crores. Why it was not given to us? It was not given to us because we did not want Hindi as the third language. Not Hindi. We did not want any third language. And if this policy was uniformly followed across India, yes, we said, okay, BJP has some morality. But in Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis said nothing doing. No third language. No Hindi.
Okay.
But 2,500 crores under the SSA scheme was given to Maharashtra. Why? Because there was a BJP government. Here, opposition is ruling here. That is why, see, Man Mori Manam. That is the war cry of the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin.
Mr. Saravanan, let's also open this up to the other panelists. Mr. Kovai Satyan, what do you have to say? Mr. Saravanan says the only reason Tamil Nadu hasn't become California is because of the centre's interference. Do you think so?
I think people are sick and tired of listening to the rhetoric and fake promises of DMK. They turned out to be a party of fake factories, peddling lies all over. Like how NEET was gone with one signature. It's a reality, right? 2021, if we were voted to power, we will abolish NEET with one signature. And still people are waiting when M.K. Stalin will put his signature to get away with NEET. 525 poll promises. 3 years ago, they were claiming that 90% is fulfilled, 80, 85%. Take a number, they will say out and open. But when you question them, why don't you list out the achievements? Why don't you list out the promises that were being fulfilled? There will be no answers. This is the only government in India, post-independence, among all the other states, which ran only on advertisements, not by any leadership acumen, leadership skills, not by deliverables,
No, they
as
talk of the
common man or
Dravidian
common
model.
people expect.
The Dravidian model of governance. What do you think of the Dravidian model?
That's again is a brand, a part of advertisements, nothing else.
But Mr.
This is the
Sachin,
number one state in borrowing since independence.
the brand has been
What
proving
has happened?
right. 39-0 in the recent Lok Sabha.
You have to understand, the brand is just started in 21, and what has happened is, by thinking that they are going overboard and taking it across global, the Dravidian icon Periyar was made a laughable stock by this chief minister. 210 pounds they paid to rent a hall. They had a picture of Periyar there, and they advertised saying that Oxford hosted EVAR's picture. We are happy to take Periyar global, when it was just a 210 pound exercise. That's what their priorities are. Their priority is to run government only by advertisements, and the lead actor in those advertisements is Mr. M.K. Stalin, nothing else.
We'll take the question to Mr. Vinod from the BJP. How is it with the new president, firstly? As the alliance with the AIADMK is in sync right now after Mr. Annamalai vacated the seat, how is the alliance doing, and what are the prospects of BJP in this election?
Alliances between political parties is beyond the ideologies. It is basically for the electoral numbers. And in that sense, today in Tamil Nadu, the DMK has only been able to win elections is because they've been able to somehow manage and keep their parties together, the alliances together, and that is the only reason they've been able to scrape through with elections. In 2024, there was a small error wherein the parties, especially the AIADMK and BJP, ended up contesting alone, and that is why, since you asked the question, a 39-0, a 39-0 was given to the DMK's alliance only because of the vote split which happened between BJP and the AIADMK. Now, if this had not transpired, the story would have been entirely different. But even otherwise, it doesn't matter because the parliament elections has never been a barometer for what will happen in the assembly. If you take the instance of 2009, the DMK alliance was able to win very, very handsomely in the parliament elections, but in 2011, DMK could not even be the principal opposition in the state of Tamil Nadu. Now, that was the kind of anti-incumbency during the days of the late Karnanidhi. But today, the anti-incumbency against the DMK is 10 times more than what it was between 2006 and 2011. In 2021, the DMK created a Kamal Haasan to split the votes and to help them gain a victory. But this time around, it looks like the monster that they created called Vijay is going to be affecting the DMK themselves very badly. And especially coupled with the huge anti-incumbency the DMK is facing.
What have you done for the state of Tamil Nadu?
DMK,
Seek votes.
with the
What have
huge
you done?
anti-incumbency the DMK
What
is
have you done?
facing. So you want to speak, I can wait. With the huge anti-incumbency the DMK is having right now, because the government basically for the last 4.5 years has been running on hatred, lies, and PowerPoint presentations.
No, but you said DMK has created this monster called TVK.
I have a feeling that the DMK has created this monster called, because you know what has happened in Kamal Haasan? He was an aspiring CM candidate, but today he has sold his party for one Rajya Sabha seat and he's merged with the DMK. So what Vijay is doing today is again viewing for the same votes. He's again trying to fight for the same vote bank. He's again doing the same narrative, anti-BJP, anti-Modi, what the DMK is doing. So with coupled along with the huge anti-incumbency, because this is a complete failed model. The Dravidian model, which the DMK is trying to boast of, is a failed model. And this is not because I am saying, it's because what the numbers are saying. The the data, the statistics, what it's saying is it's a completely failed model. You take the case of law and order. You take the case of the Swachh Bharat Index of Tamil Nadu. You take the case of the industrialization. You take the case of education. You take the case of several parameters. Tamil Nadu has gone down the drain ever since the DMK came to power. Women's safety is a question mark. The usage of synthetic drugs has completely ruined this society, ruining the state day by day.
We'll take each of these issues, but quickly, because we have very limited time, I want to also give an opportunity to Lakshmi Ramachandran to make her opening remarks. For the Congress, have you become a non-player in the political arena of Tamil Nadu, playing second, maybe third fiddle to the DMK?
Good evening, everybody, and Vanakkam, Coimbatore. So before answering your question, I just want to make a point. See, one thing that I have to congratulate the current government is about steering the discussion in Tamil Nadu away from the emotive issues. Otherwise, your election is round the corner. So you will hear this
Language is an
Kanda
emotive issue.
Ayyappa, and all these issues starting. Today we are talking about investments, we are talking about growth. 11.19% is the GDP growth rate according to the center statistics. This is not a number that the Tamil Nadu government has come up with. So, and we are talking about breakfast scheme, we are talking about, reaching this growth to every citizen of Tamil Nadu. So the narrative, the discussion has been steered away from all these emotive issues. That we have to congratulate the government. Number two, is there opposition at all? Earlier we have heard about differences between BJP and ADMK. Today we are hearing about differences within BJP, within ADMK. I don't know, is there an opposition at all? So if there needs to be continuity in governance, they don't present themselves as a viable option for the people of Tamil Nadu. Now, let me finish with, let me answer your question. See, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, every party here knows that no government can be made without the Congress party. That is the reality of the state. The DMK knows it, and the Chief Minister
know that, Mr.
knows
Saravanan?
it very, very well.
You think so?
And he's always been respectful to the alliance
If you're such a
partners.
big player, why are you not asking for a ministry in the coalition?
See,
When the time comes, that's not...
Why is it always that Congress
when
is the
the
second
time
player?
comes, we will
Doesn't
do it.
Congress want to be in the cabinet?
Today it is about fighting the election. When the time comes, that's...
But
again,
you said
I
you're a
have
big
to say
player.
it's
Without you,
beyond my
no
pay
government
grade.
is formed.
What is it?
You said without the Congress, no government is formed in the Tamil Nadu state. So why doesn't the
Yes.
Congress demand a cabinet berth?
When the time comes, we'll talk about it. Today, it is about fighting the elections together. My leaders, when the time comes, they will, have those discussions. Right now, it is about continuity of the good governance that has been delivered by DMK, and we want to oppose communal divisive forces. So we are in this game together, and we will fight as an alliance, and we'll, up these numbers. There is no anti-incumbency. I would say it is like, it's the opposite. Can we come up with some term, pro-incumbency or something like that?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Annamalai spoke yesterday. I was there in the session.
Yeah.
He refused to accept that there is any anti-incumbency. He said
there is anti-incumbency.
no.
No, he said maybe it'll set in December. Right now, I don't see anything. It's what he said.
A moment, Lakshmi.
Yeah.
The BJP spokesperson is blaming your government, your party for creating Vijay. Do you guys have a hand behind him? Are you promoting Vijay?
It is the BJP. There is a BJP which is promoting Vijay, and everybody is aware of it. People in the state of Tamil Nadu are aware of it, and the announcement that has come today has laid bare his interest in politics and the people of Tamil Nadu.
Vijay is everyone's B team. He's DMK's B team, he's BJP's B
they
team.
have to say that. They have to say that. That apart, you were asking whether Vijay would be, significant player here. He has announced rallies. He's going to meet people. When? Every Saturday from now on, he's going to meet people. Does he think that politics is a weekend activity? So let's discount. Let's not waste our time discussing him. There are bigger issues than that. The most important issue right now would be, you're talking about anti-incumbency. So I will ask this question. You are saying 4.5 years of good governance has created anti-incumbency in the state of Tamil Nadu. What about 11 years of anti-incumbency of the BJP? How will the ADMK take it? How will the BJP ADMK combine will be able to overcome that? It's next to impossibility, because now everything is controlled by the union government. Petrol, diesel prices controlled by the union government. We are getting cheap, just a moment. We are getting cheap Russian crude oil, but that benefit is not passed on to you and passed on to me. It is to benefit the coffers of the cronies of the BJP. Who has to point this out? Mr. Trump has to point it out. and nobody is addressing the white elephant, the elephant in this room. What is that? What theft allegations? Our Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin, has said that this government is illegitimate. The Japanese Prime Minister has resigned, and today Nepal Prime Minister has resigned. I'm just saying.
So next year,
this is the sorry state of affairs. And let me conclude this segment by stating this. If you are talking about governance, Mr. Modi should come here, take lessons from our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, on how to run a government. I'll tell you why. I'll take only one example. Skill India program of the BJP government. Let them give me statistics. How many people have been benefited? It was announced amidst much fanfare. You would have realized last budget, 1 crore apprenticeships. What happened? Nothing. But here in the state of Tamil Nadu, we had non-Mudalvan scheme. Students studying in the government colleges, arts and science government colleges, are placed in multinational corporations. How was it made possible? Because of the governance skills of our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin.
Mr. Saravanan is already in election rally mode and all charged up. Mr. Kovai Setin, the elephant in the room in AIADMK is the infighting. We just saw a senior leader giving deadline to EPS, saying, why are they not coming, taking United AIADMK? TTV has moved away. What's happening within AIADMK?
Thank you for asking this question. So let me summarize the 50-month rule of our leader EPS. Cite me one example or one challenge he has not encountered since assuming office as the Chief Minister of the state. From 134 MLAs, the 135 MLAs, there were 11 rebels. 3 independents were as good as the sleeper cells of DMK, because morning they go to Arivalayam, afternoon they come to Secretariat. With just 125 MLAs on hand, he assumed office as the Chief Minister of the state. From there onwards, the challenges were manifold. Gaja, Ukki, Nivar, Varda, the natural calamities, which hit the economies really hard. But still then, when the national average of GDP was 4.3, Tamil Nadu clocked 8.6 in 2018. And out of all 50 months, 18 months went in Corona, which is a cherry on the icing. Despite this, he delivered a government which couldn't be shook by anybody, despite the tall claims and promises by M.K. Stalin that this government will be toppled, it will go away in 2 weeks, like an astrologer, it will go in 1 month time, 3 months time. So he has seen many more challenges, still delivered for the welfare of Tamil Nadu. I'll finish. 30 seconds. Let's travel 30 kilometers from here, we'll hit Kerala border, right? Let ask somebody from Kerala, do you have something called a protected agricultural zone in Kerala? Or let's go to any state in India. Can we find a protected agricultural zone? It is only there in the state called Tamil Nadu, which was possible only because of a leader who is a farmer, EPS, saving farmers. One more thing. Let's go to any other state. Let us, do they have 7.5% internal reservation for NEET for government school student aspiring to do medicine? Nowhere.
No, but what about Sengotin
So, challenges were there for our leader. He proved his leadership acumen and mettle.
No, but you have to admit, sir, that you need to be a... Look, the DMK is a giant. Do you concede that? A giant to beat in the upcoming elections. Do you concede that?
DMK has already lost on the ground. Let me tell you one more example.
So if elections are held today, you're saying you'll win.
Let's talk with data at some point. I hope Mr. Saravanan will be happy to take up this challenge. The 5 leisure trips of Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, with family, without family, has yielded 35,000 crores of investment. You mean to say that a 35,000 crore of investment has resulted in 11% GDP? Isn't it a mockery and a joke? The global investors meet, which were conducted way back in AIADMK regime under leader EPS, wherein we signed MOUs for 3 lakh and 4,000 crores, are yielding results. That's what they're stickering now.
No, you haven't answered my question. Mr. Satin, you haven't answered my question.
I'm coming to it. But other side, the Dravidian model.
He won't be able to.
Sengotin has met Amit Shah last night. There are rebels within the party just months before the election.
I'm coming to it. And much before it, they say with Dravidian model, everybody are flourishing. Just 100 kilometers from here, women are selling their kidneys. Hundreds of women have sold their kidneys. And where have you eradicated poverty? Where is Dravidian model? Where is your tall claim of per capita income is increased in Tamil Nadu, everybody are happy? And now, to answer your question, I am saying in 50 months of his regime, with a dual leadership model. In English, there is a saying, nobody can work under two bosses, right? And we are victims of it. Even in that scenario, by sharing half of the power in the party, being the CM of the state, facing natural calamities, facing multiple challenges, he delivered as a leader. He delivered as a leader of a party. He delivered as a result of
You have
the
not
state.
answered my question.
And this
yes or no?
Singleton,
Sir, then I'll give it to you as a yes and no question.
This
yes
issue,
or no?
no,
AIADMK has to be a unified force to take on the DMK. Yes or no?
Let me educate the media. Hope this can go through others. AIADMK is not a split factions like they claim, neither in the election commission nor in front of judiciary. AIADMK is what? And the leader is EPS, General Secretary is EPS. There are people who had left the party. Those people are individuals. So you want to call Alagiri as a faction of DMK now? Alagiri, the brother of DMK, M.K. Stalin, would you call him as a faction of DMK?
No, but Singleton was your leader till yesterday.
So leader till yesterday, he is still in the party. He is not terminated from the primary membership. Only the role is being taken. That's why I'm saying our leader has seen many challenges and he has demonstrated his leadership skill to steer the party in Tamil Nadu. Let me ask you, has M.K. Stalin faced any one of these challenges like what our leader has faced?
Okay.
Tell me one. Only one thing he did. You know what he did? When somebody questioned, will anybody from your family come into politics? Aage. Be it my son, aage. Be it my brother-in-law. Nobody from my family will enter into politics. But today his son is the prince waiting to be crowned. Isn't a stark clarity? Where is democracy there?
Okay.
People are questioning this on the ground. Rather than answering this, talking about what's happening, I'll tell you, I'll sum it up in 26 because time is less. A state which has borrowed 4 lakh plus crores. A state which has increased all the taxes and got an additional revenue of 1 lakh and 14,000 crores. Crying for 2,150 crores, calling it as a state autonomy. I would call it as that is your incompetence. Whatever incompetence is there,
quickly,
you are
Mr.
trying to
Saravanan,
cover
I'm
it
running out of
up
time,
in
Mr.
the name
Saravanan,
of
quickly.
governance issues.
Quickly, Mr. Saravanan, we'll have to bring in others.
Small interference.
This is what the reality is.
When you
It's
ask
a
for your
failure
right,
model.
it's 2,500 crores. Is that small pocket change? Asking that money.
I will
because
finish.
You have this
I will
slave
not
mentality.
interfere.
Okay.
Yeah, governance
You've fallen
issue.
under the feet of Mr. Amit Shah.
Yeah,
So
governance.
When you ask for your right, when you ask for your right, it will look like pocket
This is
change
not
to
the way you ask for your right. This is incompetence.
So what can you do with
This is
2,500
incompetence.
now.
This is not asking for right. This is incompetence. Covering your incompetence. Let me tell you,
speaking about
governance issues are there in every government.
Vinod Selvam, in Tamil Nadu, there's constantly an image that's been created that BJP is the villain in Delhi, doesn't understand Tamil Nadu politics, outsider tag. How do you beat that, especially since you've heard from Mr. Saravanan, the DMK is constantly saying the centre's been unfair with Tamil Nadu?
Firstly, let me make myself very clear that to all DMK sympathizers, that let it be the Japanese Prime Minister Ibi Shah or the Nepalese Prime Minister Oli, we have Narendra Modi in India, who is the most tallest, most admired leader in the world today. So any daydreaming that India is going the way of Japan or Pakistan or Bangladesh or Nepal, it's not going to happen. History will remember Narendra Modi as the leader who stood up to the imposition of the Western world. So let's keep that in mind before we go ahead. Secondly, he's been talking about 2,500 crores, but he keeps forgetting that this government has borrowed 15,000 crores as a special assistance package from the central government, which is a 50-year loan, and the interest is being borne by the central government itself. And this money has never been taken into account. So much of money has been borrowed. And as Lakshmi ma'am said about the GDP of Tamil Nadu going up, also the crimes against women has gone up by 55% in the state, and no one talks about that. 25 lockup deaths in the last 4 years, no one talks about that. This state has completely lost its perception as a safe state in this country. Tamil Nadu's index has gone down to the 21st rank out of 31 cities with population over 1 million for safe cities. So, let's accept the fact that the anti-incumbency is very, very high against the ruling state government. And coming to the center, if Narendra Modi or the BJP has not understood Tamil Nadu, all these projects which have been sanctioned over the last 4 years, which again the DMK conveniently forgets to talk about, let it be the 65,000 crores given to the Metro Rail project, or let it be the 6,000 crores being given only in this year to the railways projects in Tamil Nadu, or let it be the 4,000 kilometers of national highways being laid in Tamil Nadu over the last 4 years, or last 10 years. So all of this is only because Narendra Modi understands Tamil Nadu. It's only because Narendra Modi cares for Tamil Nadu, and the DMK's policy. DMK basically thrives on one concept: division, diversion, distraction. And this is not going to work this time.
Vinoj, but your party is trying to meddle with the AIADMK internal party politics. You are giving them the opportunity to meet your Home Minister, the former President Sengotin, reportedly, quote-unquote, met Amit Shah. Why is that the AIADMK leaders running to Delhi? We are time and again hearing that whenever there's a rebellion within the AIADMK, BJP tries to be the big father figure and tries to sort it out.
See, the major division between BJP and ADMK and the DMK and the Congress is that the BJP and ADMK does not belong to a family. Both these parties have leaders who have brains to think for themselves. The DMK and the Congress are factory-run enterprises. They are basically business organizations. So the cases of rebels will not happen there because they report to a family. But here they are individuals with aspirations for the betterment of their own parties, and they have different views. And the role of the BJP here is just to ensure that the DMK, which is not only a threat for Tamil Nadu, but for a threat of the entire nation. They are a national security threat, and this DMK government should go, and that is the entire idea for which the BJP is working, and we are aligned with the AIADMK to bring like-minded parties to achieve this goal of saving Tamil Nadu from the people of DMK.
BJP cannot hope to win the state of Tamil Nadu unless they steal the votes. And every DMK cadre at the booth level will not allow that. So BJP, whomever they ally with, they can never ever, lotus will never ever bloom in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Okay. Let's bring in Lakshmi Ramachandran. Let your ally also speak, sir, a little. On the charge that constantly is brought up of dynasty politics, of nepotism in the Congress, now in the DMK also. How do you respond to that?
I think Amit Shah, I think this is, people are getting tired of this, this is it's not that BJP is devoid of dinas, you think of this Tejasvi Surya in Karnataka, his uncle is an MLA, and today Sushma Swaraj's daughter is an MP. I think that list is already there in the internet. People can Google and find out for themselves. But let's talk about important issues related to Tamil Nadu. I hope before the elections, Manoj will talk to his leaders in Delhi and get us the 2,500 crores that is due to our children. It is about the poor children of Tamil Nadu who go to the government schools. These are students who come from marginalized families. They have been deprived of 2,500 crores.
That number keeps coming up. 2,500 crores.
4 lakh crores is
fourth time 2,500 crores has been mentioned.
I hope also the DMK allows the poor children of Tamil Nadu to learn a third language, like how the CBSE schools owned by the DMK, owned by the Congress, like how the third language are being allowed to learn in DMK run private schools. Why don't you allow them to learn? Your children might be knowing 3 languages, 4 languages. Why can't the poor children also learn that? Why does the DMK stop that? What is your problem with this?
One at a time. Here we are talking in English. How was it made possible? We are here having this conversation. India Today is having this conclave here in the state of Tamil Nadu in Coimbatore. How is it made possible? It is made possible because of DMK, the language war of 1965, because we ensured that there is only 2 languages. English will stay here. If not,
but what is Mr. Sharavanan, what is wrong if the children want to learn a third language themselves? What is wrong in if the children want to learn Kannada, Telugu, English, Hindi?
Yeah, if anybody wants to learn a third language or a fourth language or a fifth language, please, you are free to do so.
Okay, show of
absolutely
hands.
No problem.
How many of you are saying 3 languages?
We have Dakshin Bharat Prachar Sabha.
Okay, Sarvan, let's let the people decide. Let's let the audience decide.
Please go there.
Let's let the audience decide. How many of you
Let's take a show of hands.
How many of you think that people should be able to learn 3 languages, including Hindi, in Tamil Nadu?
That's 60% of the hall.
Why only 3 languages? 5 languages? 6 languages?
Sure, but I mentioned Hindi because I knew otherwise I'd be questioned. So they seem to say, let's open it up, Lakshmi.
AIADMK and DMK are okay with the 2-language policy, but don't impose it was our stand. But I tell you what, we are not the ones who goes to the union minister and give a letter of consent stating that we are okay to have PM Shri schools which follow NEP. NEP is a 3-language policy. So closed doors, you go and give a consent letter, which goes against your ideology and stand of two-language policy. Once you stand exposed, you fight saying that no, we are a party with two languages. Let me
One
tell
final
you.
question before we
Every walk of life.
Just a second.
Let me finish.
The time's up. Time out. One final question, Mr.
This
Sharavana.
double standards of DMK is
Mr. Kova, one
known for
second.
everybody.
Yes.
The DMK
Are we
double
going
standards
to-
is well known.
If DMK wins the 2026 election, are you telling me that Mr. Stalin will remain the CM for the next 5 years and there'll be no change of guard? Can you promise on the stage that there will be no change of guard?
See, we are going to win the 2026 elections. DMK is going to win that. And our leader, Mr. M.K. Stalin, will be the chief minister.
Or for all 5 years? For all 5 years?
I don't know. This
Why are you not confident
all 5
about
years,
that?
when
Wait.
he is chosen as the chief minister,
seconds.
he will be the chief minister.
So
Where is this hypothetical question?
Okay.
Why do you even ask this question?
Because-
will you ask this question?
Yes, I'm going to ask him.
Ask him.
I will ask him.
10
this.
seconds.
After this vote theft allegations, will Mr. Modi continue to be the prime minister?
Because
for
our
the next 4
youth
years?
and sports
Will you
affairs
ask him
minister
that?
was
Will
made
you
the
ask
deputy
him
chief
that?
minister.
No, that is
10
different.
seconds.
That is different.
Why go
Okay,
till-
we've run out of time.
10 seconds,
We've
10
run out of
seconds.
time. Quickly,
Doesn't
Kovai
even be
Satyan.
the protocol.
10 seconds.
See,
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Kovai Satyan.
Why go till 2026 election time? My challenge to M.K. Stalin now, will he dare to say, after me, my son will not come as a successor? Like how my leader says out in open, this is a democratic party, after me, somebody else who works for the party, who is loyal to the party will come. I challenge M.K. Stalin in this election rally, will he say that after me, my son will not be crowned? He will not be there. Will he dare to say that?
In a democracy, shutting out someone because he is somebody's child is also not democracy.
Okay.
That is also not the people's
we'll
opinion.
run
The
out of
people will
time.
decide. If somebody is going to be put up
This
for the
is
chief
called
minister
dynasty.
candidate, if
Dynasty
someone is
rule
going
in
to become
democracy.
an MLA,
This is called
someone
dynasty
is going to
rule in
become an
democracy.
MP, the people will decide if they are against nepotism,
Mr. Sharavana,
if they are against dynasty,
if
if they are
Stalin
against
is-
dynasty, they will vote him out.
If Chief
they
Minister
elect
Stalin is
him,
seeing
it
this
means
debate,
he is electable.
your
He
ticket
has
is
got
guaranteed.
the mandate of the people. So who are these people to
Mr.
question that?
Sharavan, if Mr. Stalin is watching you today, your ticket
Yes.
is guaranteed.
Thank you so much.
You're completely charged up.
Thank you very much. Whether I'm sitting in Delhi or sitting personally with you, I'm unable to control your volumes. But thank you very much.
It was
This
a
got
lovely
a bit
session.
heated.
Thank you
We
so much.
apologize for that, but it gives you a sense of what really the Tamil Nadu 2026 election is also going to look like. Thank you all very much for joining us here at the India Today Conclave. And continuing to get your highlights from the India Today Conclave South, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin couldn't be there personally in person for the India Today Conclave South because of his trip to Europe, but he chose to virtually attend the conclave, sharing his vision and plans for the state. From his push for the Dravidian Model 2.0, suggesting essentially that the DMK will remain in power post-2026, he speaks of his goal of a $1 trillion economy in Tamil Nadu and much, much more. Take a look at what the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's message was at the India Today Conclave South.
வணக்கம். புகழ்பெற்ற இந்தியா டுடே குழுமம் கோவையில் நடத்துகிற 2 நாள் கருத்தரங்குக்கு வருகை தந்திருக்கக்கூடிய சிறப்பு பேச்சாளர்கள், அன்பிற்குரிய விருந்தினர்கள், பார்வையாளர்கள் மற்றும் பத்திரிகை துறை அன்பர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் என் அன்பான வணக்கம். இந்த கருத்தரங்கில் நேரடியாக கலந்துக்கிட்டு தமிழ்நாட்டின் முன்னேற்ற பயணம் குறித்து என்னுடைய கருத்துக்களை உங்கள்கிட்ட பகிர்ந்துக்கணும்னு திட்டமிட்டிருந்தேன். ஆனால் ஐரோப்பிய பயணத்தை முடிச்சுட்டு நேற்று தான் சென்னைக்கு திரும்பினேன். அதனால் என்னால் நேரில் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்துக்க முடியல. இருந்தாலும் வீடியோ வாயிலாக உங்களை சந்திக்கிறதுல மகிழ்ச்சி. இந்த வாய்ப்பை ஏற்படுத்தி தந்த இந்தியா டுடேக்கு என்னுடைய நன்றி. தமிழ்நாடு இன்று இந்தியாவோட வளர்ச்சி எஞ்சினா எல்லா இண்டெக்ஸ்லேயும் நம்பர் 1 மாநிலமாக திகழுது. இதுக்கு அடித்தளமாக திராவிட மாடல் ஆட்சியின் சமூக நீதி, சமத்துவம், கூட்டாட்சி மற்றும் அனைத்து தரப்பு மக்களையும் உள்ளடக்கிய வளர்ச்சி ஆகியவை அமைஞ்சிருக்கு. தமிழ்நாட்டின் ஒவ்வொரு குடிமகனும், குறிப்பாக ஆதிதிராவிட மற்றும் பழங்குடியின மக்கள், ஒடுக்கப்பட்ட மக்கள், பெண்கள்னு எல்லோரும் சமூக அளவில், கல்வியில், பொருளாதாரத்தில் மேம்படணும், சமமான வாய்ப்புகளை பெறணும் என்பதுதான் எங்களுடைய மோட்டோ. சமத்துவம் என்பது சொற்களில் மட்டுமல்ல, செயல்பாட்டிலையும் எதிரொலிக்கிற அளவுக்கு செயல்படுகிறோம். அதுக்கு சமீபத்திய எடுத்துக்காட்டு தான் காலனி போன்ற ஒடுக்குமுறையின் அடையாளமாக மாறியிருக்க சொற்களை அகற்றி அரசு விடுதிகளையும் சமூக நீதி விடுதிகளாக பெயர் மாற்றம் செஞ்சு சாதி அடையாளங்களை நீக்கி வர்றோம். இதெல்லாம் சமத்துவத்துக்கு எதிரானவர்களுக்கு அலர்ஜியை கொடுத்துருக்கு. தமிழ்நாட்டோட வளர்ச்சியை பொறுத்துக்க முடியாதவங்க இந்த வளர்ச்சிக்கு காரணமாக இருக்கும் திராவிட மாடல் மேலே அவதூறுகளை பரப்புகிறாங்க. அவங்களையெல்லாம் புறந்தள்ளி எங்களுடைய பயணத்தை தொடர்ந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். அடுத்தபடியாக கூட்டாட்சி முறை வலுப்பெறணும், மாநில உரிமை காக்கப்படணும், தொடர்ந்து போராடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். நேற்று கூட உங்கள் நிகழ்ச்சியில் மாண்புமிகு நிதியமைச்சர் திரு தங்கம் தென்னரசு அவர்கள் நிதி விவகாரங்களில் ஒன்றிய பாஜக அரசு கடைபிடித்து வர மாற்றாந்தாய் மனப்பான்மையை குறிப்பிட்டு கூட்டுறவு கூட்டாட்சியின் முக்கியத்துவத்தை வலியுறுத்தி பேசினார். நாங்கள் ஏன் தொடர்ந்து கூட்டாட்சிக்காக பேசுகிறோம்னா, வளமான இந்தியா வலிமையான இந்தியாவும் உருவாக வேண்டுமென்றால் மாநிலங்கள் வலிமையாக இருக்கணும். மாநிலங்கள் தன்னுடைய வளர்ச்சி பாதையை தாங்களே வகுக்கணும். குறிப்பாக கல்வி மற்றும் மருத்துவம் மாநிலங்களோட கையில் இருக்கணும். இந்தியா என்பது ஒரு துணைக்கண்டம். அதனால் நாடு முழுமைக்கும் ஒரே கல்விக் கொள்கை சரியானதாக இருக்காது. இருமொழி கொள்கையை உறுதியாக பின்பற்றி வர்ற நாங்கள் தேசிய கல்விக் கொள்கையை வலியுறுத்துகிற மும்மொழி கொள்கையை ஒரு நாளும் ஏற்றுக்க மாட்டோம். அதுக்காக நியாயமாக எங்களுக்கு வர வேண்டிய கல்வி நிதியை ஒன்றிய பாஜக அரசு தரம் இருக்கிறாங்க. மற்ற நிதி ஒதுக்கீட்டிலையும் தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கு ஓரவஞ்சனை காட்டுறாங்க. தமிழ்நாடு அரசு தன்னுடைய உரிமைகள் ஒவ்வொன்றையும் தொடர்ந்து சட்ட போராட்டங்கள் மூலமாக தான் நிலைநாட்டி வர்றோம். நியமன ஆளுநரின் முட்டுக்கட்டைகள், ஒன்றிய அரசின் தடைக்கற்கள் பல வரலாம். ஆனாலும் தமிழ்நாடு போராடும், தமிழ்நாடு வெல்லும். எத்தனையோ இடர்கள், எத்தனையோ தடைக்கற்கள், எத்தனையோ சூழ்ச்சி அரசியல்கள், ஆனால் எதாலையும் திராவிட மாடல் அடிப்படையிலான தமிழ்நாட்டோட வளர்ச்சியை தடுக்க முடியல. அதனால தான் இந்தியாவிலேயே இரட்டை இலக்க பொருளாதார வளர்ச்சியை எட்டி காட்டின ஒரே மாநிலமாக திராவிட மாடல் தமிழ்நாட்டை உயர்த்தியிருக்கு. எங்களுக்கு ஒரு இலக்கு இருக்குது. 2030ஆம் ஆண்டுக்குள்ளே தமிழ்நாட்டை $1 டிரில்லியன் பொருளாதாரமாக மாற்றணும். இந்த இலக்கை நோக்கி வேகமாக ஓடிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். நிச்சயமாக சொல்கிறேன், திராவிட மாடல் 2.0 அதையும் அச்சீவ் பண்ணி காட்டுவோம். எங்களுடைய ரோட் மேப் தெளிவாக இருக்குது. அதனால தான் தொழில் வளர்ச்சியில் முன்னே எப்போதும் இல்லாத அளவுக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டை நோக்கி முதலீடுகள் வருது. இன்றைக்கி நீங்கள் கூடியிருக்கக்கூடிய கோயம்புத்தூர் தென்னிந்தியாவின் மான்செஸ்டராக இந்த வளர்ச்சியோட முக்கிய மைல்களில் ஒன்றா விளங்குது. தொலைநோக்கு பார்வையோட தமிழ்நாட்டுக்கான எதிர்காலத்தை வலிமையாக கட்டமைக்கணும்னு மாணவர்கள் மற்ற இளைஞர்களுக்காக பல முன்னோடி திட்டங்களை செயல்படுத்திட்டு வரோம். முதலமைச்சரின் காலை உணவு திட்டத்தில் 20 லட்சத்திற்கும் மேற்பட்ட குழந்தைகளுக்கு ஊட்டச்சத்து மிகுந்த உணவு வழங்குகிறோம். இளைஞர்களை அப்ஸ்கில் பண்ணுற நான் முதல்வர் திறன் மேம்பாட்டு திட்டம், 1000 அரசு பள்ளி மாணவர்களுக்கு முதன்மையான உயர்கல்வி நிறுவனங்களில் கல்வி பயில வாய்ப்பு உருவாகியிருக்க திறனறி தேர்வு திட்டம், பெண்களின் உயர்கல்வியை ஊக்குவிக்க மாதம் 1000 ரூபாய் வழங்குகிற புதுமை பெண் திட்டம், அதே போல் மாணவர்களுக்கான தமிழ் புதல்வர் திட்டம்னு நாங்கள் உருவாக்கியிருக்க திட்டங்கள் எல்லாம் அதோட நோக்கத்தில் வெற்றி அடைஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கு. எங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் கல்விக்கு எந்த தடையும் ஏற்படக்கூடாது. ஏன்னா கல்வியோட முக்கியத்துவத்தை உணர்ந்தவங்க நாங்கள். கல்வி என்பது நாம் போராடி பெற்ற உரிமை. இன்றைக்கும் கல்விக்கு எப்படிப்பட்ட இடர்கள் உருவாக்கப்படுதுன்னு உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் நல்லா தெரியும். நான் உறுதியாக சொல்கிறேன், யார் எத்தனை தடைகளை ஏற்படுத்தினாலும் கல்வியில் எங்கள் முன்னேற்றத்தை தடுக்க முடியாது. அதே போல் பெண்கள் முன்னேற்றம் மற்றும் பாலின சமத்துவத்தை நோக்கியும் உழைச்சிக்கிட்டு இருக்கோம். மகளிர் உயர மாநிலம் உயரும். அதுக்காக 1,17,00,000 மகளிர் மாதம் 1000 ரூபாய் பெறும் கலைஞர் மகளிர் உரிமை திட்டம், 528 கோடி முறை கட்டணமில்லா பேருந்து பயணம், செஞ்சிருக்க விடியல் பயணம் திட்டம் போன்றவற்றை செயல்படுத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். எதிர்காலத்துக்கான வலிமையான கட்டமைப்புகளை உருவாக்கி மக்களோட தேவைகளை உணர்ந்து அதுக்கான திட்டங்களை உருவாக்குறதோடு அந்த திட்டங்கள் எளிமையாக மக்கள்கிட்ட சென்றடைகிறத உறுதி செய்கிறது தான் நல்லரசுக்கான இலக்கணம். அந்த வகையில் உங்களுடன் ஸ்டாலின் திட்டம் மூலம் 10,000 சிறப்பு முகாம்கள் நடத்த திட்டமிடப்பட்டு இதுவரை 5,691 முகாம்கள் நடத்தி முடிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கு. இதில் 46 அரசு துறை சேவைகளை வழங்குகிறோம். மாற்றுத்திறனாளிகளுக்கு உள்ளாட்சி அமைப்புகளில் இடஒதுக்கீடு கொடுத்து அவங்க குரல் ஒலிக்கிறத உறுதி செஞ்சுருக்கிறோம். இப்படி மக்களுக்கான தேவைகள் என்னென்னு பார்த்து பார்த்து செய்கிறதுனால தான் பலரும் நம்ம திராவிட மாடல் அரசை இந்தியாவுக்கான வழிகாட்டியாக சொல்கிறாங்க. யூடியூப்பில் பல வட இந்திய சேனல்களும் திராவிட மாடலின் செயல்பாடுகளை தங்களோட மாநில மக்களுக்கு எடுத்து சொல்கிறாங்க. நேற்று கூட கேபிசி நிகழ்ச்சியில் அமிதாப் பச்சன் அவர்கள் மன்னார் வளைகுடாவில் இருக்கக்கூடிய கரியாச்சல்லி தீவை காப்பாற்ற திராவிட மாடல் அரசு எடுத்து வர்ற முயற்சிகளை பற்றி சொல்லியிருக்கிறாரு. இப்படி யாரையும் புறக்கணிக்காத திட்டமிட்ட வளர்ச்சி பாதையில் செல்லும் தமிழ்நாட்டின் பயணம் ஒவ்வொரு குழந்தைக்கும் தரமான கல்வி, ஒவ்வொரு பெண்ணுக்கும் மேம்பாடு, ஒடுக்கப்பட்டவருக்கு உயர்வு என்பதை உறுதி செய்யுது. உங்கள் எல்லோருடைய ஒத்துழைப்போட உலக அளவில் தலைசிறந்த மாநிலமாக தமிழ்நாட்டை உருவாக்க எல்லா முயற்சிகளையும் தொடர்ந்து நாங்கள் மேற்கொள்வோம்னு உறுதி